Well, welcome. Happy Friday. I am here doing a solo podcast. It has been a while, and I've made some notes because I have so many things that I want to talk to you about today. So, I'm calling this episode Heart Centered Reflections, Q1, EQ, and all of the feels. You know, I got to say Q1, it was brutal, it was busy, it was fun, it was rewarding, it was reflective, and that's what I love about these solo episodes. It's you and me, there's no guests, there's no agenda, it's just me speaking from my heart, and I've written down so many things that I wanna talk about, and I wanna pause to reflect on Q1 and talk about emotional intelligence, and let's embrace all the feels that we get from leadership, not from the head, but from right here, from the heart. So if you've had a full Q1 and maybe some of your descriptive words weren't the same as mine, whatever it means, you're going to enjoy this episode because I am talking about the power of the pause. That's what I'm going to call Q1 reflections. You know, I don't know what your Q1 was like. I don't know what you did. I don't know how you felt, but I want this to be all encompassing. Heart centered leadership, we don't just lead from results, we lead from reflection. So, as I'm reflecting on Q1, I thought, I'm going to talk about this today. So, here's my first question for you. What did Q1 whisper to you? Was it clarity, restlessness, maybe a little bit of burnout? How about some peace? Or was there something else that's coming to your mind? I often ask myself, what did I tolerate that drained me? Yeah, I was drained in Q1. And what did I choose that filled me up? And my honest answer, my inner leader, is was I following and really navigating with my inner compass? Not always. I'm imperfect, right? Hence the name of the show. So let's talk about that inner leader, that inner compass. It is such a superpower. And emotional intelligence is the language that really navigates our inner leader. It's not something we turn on when we get into the boardroom or that we forget at home. It travels with us in the quiet moments in the car when things are quiet and we can hear the whispers of our own soul, heart, mind. It's in difficult conversations. It's how you choose to lead when no one's watching. It's not about being nice. It's about being aware and curious and courageous with your emotions and being able to speak how you feel and not speak what you think. That's a really big difference. So last month, I was in a very high stake conversation. And instead of going into solution mode in my coaching brain, I paused. I looked at the leader who wasn't looking well and is very stressed. And I said, what are you feeling right now? It was a mic drop moment. The tears came, and I just held space and presence. Heart centered leadership uses emotional intelligence to create connection, not control, connection. And that connection sometimes doesn't even have an exchange of words. It's just presence, attentive listening, leaning in with a nonverbal cue. Simple. So I'm asking you to lean into all the feels. Leaders must feel to lead. It's raw, it's validating, it's real. And people know when you have it. And here's something we don't talk enough about in the workplace: feelings. feelings, emotions, thoughts. There remains to be a myth that feelings don't belong in leadership. So I'd like to throw that in the trash today, and that people are too much. I was told that I was too much in my 20s. And I look back and I laughed. So I'm going to share something really powerful with you. Unacknowledged feelings don't vanish. Ponder on that one. They get buried and buried and compartmentalized, but I'll guarantee you they will resurface. So in my world, we say we must feel to lead. And the must isn't from a place of obligation, it's a place of self directed. I want to, I get to, I choose to, and I will lead with heart, and I will use my emotions, and I will speak how I feel. It's much, much different. So I'm hoping in Q2 that you are not feeling overwhelmed. I hope that you are feeling joyful, hopeful, maybe all at once. You can acknowledge the uncertainty. You don't have to bask in it. That's what makes real heart-centered leadership come alive. So here's my question for you. What are you feeling right now that needs to be named, not fixed, and not honored? What are you feeling right now that needs to be named? So as I look forward to Q2, I'm going to invite you to realign your leadership, not from a place of pressure, but from a place of purpose. What is one way you can lead more with your heart in Q2? What boundary do you need to set? What truth needs to be spoken, first to you and then to others? And I'm going to give you a journal prompt that I think would be great. And it's one that I love to do. And it's simple. In Q2, my leadership will feel more like blank and less like blank. There's an invitation to a foundation of anchoring awareness, clarity, authenticity, vulnerability, all the things, all the feels. So thanks for hanging out with me today. And if no one has told you, your leadership matters. You don't need the fancy title, the corner office. Your leadership matters because of who you are. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, reach out. Let's keep leading with heart together as a collective global society. And if you'd like to go deeper in your own toolkit, I loved writing the Heart Centered Leadership Playbook. And it's a playbook that continues to excite people. It's still within the top 15, and it's had a global impact. And that was my intention when I wrote it. So until next time, be kind to yourself and live your life and lead your life with love and heart-centeredness. All the best, and I'll see you next time on Imperfect, the Heart-Centered Leadership Podcast.